You have to send it to me. I don't think I've seen it. I don't honestly, I think they can do miracles now. I don't know
They
how it is.
could.
They have something that changes, like the chin, the jaw, the this. I mean, people go in and come out looking completely different. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't
there's
know.
been the witness protection program forever, so it could be done. I don't know. I've just gotten a bunch of shots and needles to my face. I've never, like, other than Botox and filler, I've never had anything, but I'm not above it. Trust me. Give me a bunch of years and I'll be right there.
No, you know what? I think it'll come down to it as time goes on, where everyone's not going to want to look exactly the same, and it'll be refreshing to be your own self. I mean, honestly, it's bizarre. And now the asses. I mean, the butts. I mean, my God.
I've never
Butt
understood that from day one. That's just me.
butt jobs are the new boob jobs. Everyone's got
Kinda.
a, like, yeah, the big fake booty, and yeah.
I don't get that, but I'm gonna send you this picture of Kim because where is Kim Richards? Where is she? So yeah, I guess this really was all about Garcelle, and I don't really think anything was resolved. Like, I don't feel she's closer to Rinna. I mean, Dorit is screaming at her.
I felt, I don't think that it's going to last, like, but I felt like in that moment, if the season ended and there was no more of the reunion and the reunion stopped, I'd have said that Garcelle and Rinna, that was like, that had, like, I felt like it was a little truthful in the moment when they hugged and were like, okay, I'm good. Because Garcelle is a sweetheart too. She's a really sweet person. And the part of Rinna that's sweet, I could see those two finding each other. I'm telling you. And I know this is me saying this based on who they both were 30 years ago. But
did you see that Garcelle, I forgot where it was. I think it was something at TomTom. She's now in a picture. She's met LVP, like, as of 2 days ago.
Garcelle has?
As of like a day or two ago, yes.
Oh.
Look at your face. It's on, I forgot what it was, but I believe that the event was actually at TomTom. Like, it was at, I think it was at TomTom. I don't think it was like a dinner. I think it was like some event. I'm trying to, like, Google it, but, like, sorry.
I could see LVP coming back.
You could.
I really could. I could. I mean, it might not be, in 1 or 2 seasons. If the show's still going, that would be the way to pick it up.
Well, let me,
if it's on its
tell
last
you a few
dying leg.
things. Vanderpump Rules has come back. Now, I don't know about this week, but up until this week, it has come back to half the ratings that it had. It is at like 600 and something thousand, which, no, I mean, good? No. Oh. This big New York housewives crisis with horrible ratings, they were like in the 7s. Now, it could have gone up, but it had like 1 point. It's like literally like half the ratings it had before, which doesn't shock me. There's nobody I know that was waiting for that. Listen, I think the longer a show is off the air, no one's waiting for it to come back, unless it's like 5 years and then it's nostalgic, like, and then they bring it back, like The Hills, but a year, like, maybe it's gone up, but it was no one's watching it. So I'm just saying, if it goes away and there's no more Vanderpump Rules, and Lisa Vanderpump's Overserved on E was a total disaster. Like, I'm saying, I'm not coming for her. I'm just saying it was a ratings disaster.
Right.
And her spinoff dog show on Peacock's Vanderpump, like, no one watched any of these shows. So they might listen. Stranger things have happened. Like, you want the Erika story to die down and say, what the hell are we going to do next season? Like, we're going to have nothing can top that. Give your $2 million to Lisa and she will sign on the dotted line.
100%. I agree. I mean, and listen, I don't know anything, so I don't know, but I would bet the farm that she would.
She says
she'd come back in her glory.
Like Bethany Frankel when she came back. She will come back as, like, I am brought in to save the show. I think her salary will start with a 2. I do not think it will start with a 1.
Right.
And she has said recently, yes, I'll come on for Sutton and Garcelle. Like, basically, like, everyone needs to be fired, which is not going to happen.
No.
But I think Lisa, like, take away Vanderpump Rules and just give it a year, she will be back. I agree with you. And that will be everything, right?
Yeah, I agree. Kyle will still be there. Her and Kyle will somehow make up and it'll be okay for a little bit. And that'll be like the end until it rides off into the sunset.
It might save Dorit's job eventually. I mean, like, eventually someone's going to go from the show, not now, but eventually. And I just think if you start eliminating, like, I don't think Dorit has like 10. I mean,
No.
She's like, eventually it's going to be time for Dorit to make an exit.
Yeah, I think so.
So
I'd
maybe
say that. So funny because last year, after last season, we were like, she was like our favorite. And now we're like, and now she's ready. She should be going. That's fickle fans, right?
It's like, yeah, it's almost like, what does she really eventually bring? You know, it's the same.
But you could say the same thing for Erika now that she doesn't have the money. What is she going to bring? What does she do? This, once the drama of the divorce and the lawsuit settle, unless she's got to find somebody to have like a really like some type of crazy relationship with.
I think she'll do it. I think she's one of these that she'll do it. Or are
She'll
they
figure
just
it out.
going to be like, this has put you into the stratosphere? Like, this is just, you know, everybody knows the name Erika Jayne now, and like that buys you years and years. Kyle has come out and said, I didn't read the article, I've read the headline, so God only knows what she actually said, but she said something like, you know, I will walk away at some point from this show. I don't know what she actually said, but that's the headline that's also going around now, that Kyle said this. I don't know in what context. I don't think today, but I think she was just like, you know, eventually, guys, I am going to resign eventually. I don't know if I believe that. I don't know if I really believe that. Right?
I mean, no, I could see if they make enough money and you know, in the dynamics of the show change so much where it's not fun. I could see her walking away. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Why not?
Lisa's gonna come back, and those previews are gonna be like, I'm back, bitches.
Who but she's gonna come back, and she's gonna come back like, who is gonna be her nemesis? It has to be Kyle, right?
Right. And that's why I think like nobody will care about Dorit. Like, you know, it may not even save her job. Like, who cares? It's gonna be, your nemesis will be Kyle. And yeah, it would be Dorit if she was there, but like, it doesn't matter. Kyle and you, we don't need Dorit. We don't need.
I don't think Dorit doesn't fight well with LVP. When they fought, I mean, it just wasn't. Yeah, it's a different chemistry between them than it is with Kyle. The reason why it worked with Kyle and LVP is that there's some chemistry there that makes it work. Some oil and water.
And don't get me wrong, LVP and Lisa Rinna would be oil and water too. Like, that ain't gonna go down so well. See?
I could see that being one of the people that LVP, if she had the ability to say someone's got to go, I could see her getting rid of her.